I think we're live. Should be live. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Here, let's check that audio. All right, everything looks good. Good to see you, Boston Christian. How you doing? Jill Moser. Lynn, hello. Beth, what's going on? How you doing? And She Warrior. Welcome back to the Sleuth Intuition channel. All of you who are out there, whether you're subscribed or you're a member, maybe you're just lurking, part of that replay crew, whatever. What's up? Good to see you guys. I got a lot of news for you guys, a lot of true crime news. Probably talk about some prison calls from Steven Stearns. Got some news on Brian Koberger. Been analyzing the video that was released, the Uncut Libby quote unquote BG video, and a few others. Some crazy stuff going on in Egypt that we're going to talk about. Huge discovery. What's up, Beth? Sweets, good to see you. How you doing? CJK, Melissa, Cindy Lean. Thanks, Sweets. It's constantly changing. Hey, She Warrior. The jail calls? All right. Let's go right to that then. Let's see. Let me organize them a little better. What a mess. I didn't even title this one. What a mess. Shit, I don't even know if they're in order. What's going on, Cindy? All right, I guess we can start with this one here. Let me know how the audio is.
I had gone downstairs for a while, and by the time I realized anything was wrong, it was just far too late.
So this is a few snips of Steven Stearns talking with his father, and then I have a longer call where he is talking with his mother.
I had gone downstairs for a while, and by the time I realized anything was wrong, it was just far too late. She'd been gone for a while. Okay. Just seeing her pale face and blue lips and how ice cold she was, and it's crazy.
Yeah, I remember seeing my brother when he had passed away, and that's the last thing I remember seeing of him. And
Can you guys hear that okay? Are you hearing what this man is saying? He's like a pure psychopath, I think. What's going on, Miss Dog Lover? Welcome in. Christine. And anybody that I missed. Oh, I think I missed you, Stephanie. How you doing?
so,
Yeah, it's just, you can tell.
yes, you can. My dad, yeah.
It's just,
I fucking hate this guy.
Really?
Here, let me start this over again. Listen to this.
I had gone downstairs for a while, and by the time I realized anything was wrong, it was just far too late. She'd been gone for a while.
Okay.
Just seeing her pale face and blue lips and how ice cold she was, and it's crazy.
Absolutely, mistress. Absolutely.
Yeah, I remember seeing my brother when he had passed away, and that's the last thing I remember seeing.
Everything is about him. Like, he keeps trying to reach for some sympathy. Like, okay, I'm talking to my parents. Like, they're going to give me some sympathy. But every time he says something like, oh, I'm in pain, his folks will say, yeah, we're all in pain, or yeah, we've all been feeling it, or, we're all struggling. But and then he kind of pauses like, yeah, but all the trauma that I've been through. And they're like, yeah, we're all kind of going through it. But he doesn't see the world that way. All he cares about is himself.
So,
Yep.
Yeah, it's just, you can tell.
yes, you can. My dad, yeah.
It's just, when they're gone, really, really, truly gone, there's nothing you can do. There's no coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. Yeah, we're going to hear a newer one that was released just a couple days ago as well. Let's go to this one.
The nurses or officers were talking to each other like, let's just take the day off today. And I was like, yeah, that's a great idea. You know what, guys? Let's all just take the day off today and come back tomorrow. Well, that would be counterproductive because they want people to suffer. Because suffer. Yeah. If I went home, that'd be, too tempting for me to do something and not go to trial, probably. So they want to make sure that they have their eyes on me at all times.
What's that tone of voice? He's like threatening to take his own life there. Yeah, I don't know how old this call is, but it is shocking. What's going on, Jammer?
But it's like, I wouldn't waste too much energy having any sort of grudge or hurt feelings against her. She's suffering too in her own way, so. Well, she lost her daughter.
Mistress, I was going to say it, but I was like, you know what? I'll let you guys go ahead and take it from there. But this is appalling. Listen to this.
Well, she lost her daughter.
She lost her daughter?
Her whole world was turned upside down, too.
Her whole world was turned upside down, too. So that must mean that he's talking about his world being turned upside down as well. I mean, this dude is nuts.
Yeah, but everyone's world got turned upside down by this. No one is having a good time here.
So, Julie, you heard it there.
Like,
no one is
I'm
having
normal. He's all, look at me, I'm normal. I know that everybody else is suffering. No, you don't. Did I already play? Oh, no, I think this one here.
Murder 1 is about as bad as it can get, and the death penalty is about as extreme as it can go. I don't even know what method they use down here.
It's talking about the death penalty.
Oh, I guess that's not so bad, right? You go to sleep and then you go to heaven.
You ain't going to heaven, dude, at all. You know what I mean? He said going to sleep and going to heaven. So the answer was lethal injection.
They use down here. Oh, I guess that's not so bad, right? You go to sleep and then you go to heaven. Oh, I guess that's not so bad, right? You go to sleep and then you go to heaven. Oh, I guess that's not so bad, right?
I don't think he's going to heaven. I mean, that's not my decision. You know, I don't make that call. Seen at the dumper? What's that? Yeah, sickening is a good word for it. That's a good one. Yes, the interview is older, but after these calls, before these were read to us, showed to us. I think your text to talk is failing you. Oh, dumpster. The car was seen at the dumpster. The police said that they knew she was dead in the car when seen at the dumpster. Is that when she was kind of slouched over or hunched over or laying down or something? Can't remember. I thought his excuse was she was asleep. That's what I'm saying, sweets. Like if I got to bump into him up there, like is that really where I want to go? Cuz I mean, we're going to get into it. Might have to raise some hell. Yeah, it's gross to hear him. He's not talking about it seriously. It's like, "Oh, go to sleep, go to heaven." You know, like it's almost as if he doesn't believe in heaven. And of course he doesn't. You'd have to have a soul, I think. Getting attacked by cats. It's funny. I think this one might be newer, right? Steven Stern's mom.
Off of commissary.
I think the original is 16 minutes long. I cut it in half. I mean, I just couldn't listen to the whole thing, but I cut it for you guys. Let's take a listen.
Still got toothpaste and deodorant.
Can you hear it?
And I've got a toothbrush and all that. So for now, I think I probably need to get some lotion or something now. Laying on this mat, like my elbows and my ankles are getting just messed.
The dude wants lotion. I don't think you should be giving perverts lotion.
Off of commissary, I've still got toothpaste and deodorant. And I've got a toothbrush and all that.
So Mustang?
For now, I think I probably need to get some lotion or something now. Laying on this mat, like my elbows and my ankles are getting just messed up.
Yeah, probably
Casey Young.
rubbing.
Yeah, it's friction, and also my forehead is
rubbing. Yeah.
becoming permanently creased.
A lot of rubbing, I'm sure.
Right, what? Worry lines.
Yeah, so it's getting permanently my forehead.
Oh, poor Steven. Did you guys hear that?
Probably doesn't.
He's got worry lines. He's just worried.
So my forehead is becoming permanently creased by worry lines. Up.
Yeah, probably rubbing.
Yeah, it's friction, and also my forehead is becoming permanently creased by worry lines.
Worry lines?
What the fuck is a worry line? Who talks like that?
Worry lines.
Yeah, so it's getting permanently
Okay.
my forehead, going across my forehead. Probably doesn't help that I'm.
Here, I got something for that. It puts the lotion in the basket, or else it gets the hose again. Oops, I might have deleted it. Oh no, here it is. He wants his lotion. The fuck is a worry line?
Probably chronically dehydrated as well.
So you're not drinking enough water?
Yeah, I'm probably not drinking enough water because it's just tap water, so I try to drink enough, but it's...
Well, I thought you were able to order those powders from the commissary that, turn it into fruit punch or something.
That's money, and, the stuff that I'd like to keep in stock is already, pricey enough, plus the things I splurge on every once in a while. I try to make sure that I have enough coffee because coffee is very comforting. It's one of the few things that, gives me any enjoyment here. Every time I drink a cup of coffee, it just releases a whole bunch of happy chemicals in my brain.
He shouldn't be allowed to have happy chemicals. I seriously, and I hate to say this, it sounds evil, and it is evil. It's evil of me. But I hope that they put this man down. He's just so robotic.
And then my hard candies and my saltine crackers. So, beyond that, it gets expensive if I start going much beyond that stuff.
Yeah. Well, we've got a lot we've got a lot going on here, so we'll keep you up to date with that. I think she's going to have puppies within the next 12 to 18 hours, so.
Oh my goodness.
I wish I could send you a picture of them.
Yeah, that's too.
Yeah, Sweets, he shouldn't be allowed to have coffee. That bugs me. I wonder if Madeline ever had coffee. Some kids, they don't have it till later on. Yeah, he is delusional. He's like in his own little world. Like, oh, I didn't kill her. The situation killed her. It wasn't me. I was just part of the situation.
I think once you get that tablet thing, I think we may be able to send you a picture like that.
Yeah, actually, you can send pictures, and they'll either scan them in to the system or you can consume you through that.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, so you can totally send me pictures, and they'll scan them in electronically.
Well, I don't know how to send you a picture and have them scan it in unless I send it via email.
I think if you...
Good one, Miss Dog Lover.
Maybe even if you send a physical picture or something, they might physically see.
We don't... No, nobody takes a physical picture anymore. We all do it on cameras and go straight.
Is that true, Lynn? Lynn says we still don't know how she was killed. I guess I just assume he strangled her. Cindy says nothing is ever his fault kind of personality. Yeah, he's a psychopath. His experience is always better or worse than whoever he talks to. Yep. He's always got something to say. He can't just say, "Oh, interesting," or "Yeah, I've been through something similar." He's like, "Oh, well, let me tell you about my experience."
Our computer.
Yeah, or you can print it out, maybe, but I don't know. Well, I'll have to ask the mental health people and see how that system works.
Okay, do that. Are they giving you anything for anxiety
Hey,
and
Diamond.
sleep?
No, like,
We're talking about whatever comes up, whatever you guys want to talk about.
or you can print it out, maybe, but I don't know. Well, I'll have to ask the mental health people and see how that system works.
Okay, do that. Are they giving you anything for anxiety and sleep?
No, like I said before, when I got the murder charge, I asked them for something for anxiety, and they gave me an antidepressant that also doubles for anxiety, and that gave me even worse symptoms. So,
Is it possible that she took her own life because of the abuse?
That gives you worse symptoms?
Yeah, we already went through that.
Oh, crap.
yeah, I started feeling extremely panicky, and like an elephant was sitting on my chest, and the sky was crushing down on me.
Okay, baby, well, you can't do that.
Nope. So I decided I'd just take my chances with the depression and anxiety.
Okay.
And it's just been mostly okay.
Jammer says Sleuth just looked it up. It was strangulation.
Although lately, I guess for a little while now, I've been having some mild hallucinations.
Yeah?
Like I'll see random flashes of light while I'm reading my books, like on my hands, like as I'm moving through the words, like each word will jitter out like a Morse code flash of light on my hand, and then I'm catching little flickers of movement out of the corners of my eye.
Did you hear that? He's like hallucinating. There's like demons, surrounding him. Oh, they're there to take you home.
So I decided I'd just take my chances with the depression and anxiety.
Okay.
And it's just been mostly okay. Although lately, I guess for a little while now, I've been having some mild hallucinations.
What the?
Yeah?
Like I'll see random flashes of light while I'm reading my books, like on my hands, like as I'm moving through the words. Like
Yeah, he's annoying.
Each word will
He kind of
jitter out
talks
like a Morse code.
he's just like I'm a victim. Like he wants to be the victim all the time. He's like talking like oh, today was a rough day.
Flash of light on my hand, and then I'm catching little flickers of movement out of the corners of my eye.
Well, that could be a visitation from, you don't know.
Well, I don't know. Keep catching.
What'd she say? A visitation? The fuck?
That could be a visitation from, you don't know.
They blocked that part out.
Each word will see random flashes of light while I'm reading my books, like on my hands, like as I'm moving through the words. Like each word will jitter out like a Morse code flash of light on my hand, and then I'm catching little flickers of movement out of the corners.
Listen to
of
what
my
his
eye.
mom says.
Well, that could be a visitation from, you don't know.
She said that could be a visitation from, and then they redacted somebody's name. I wonder if she said Madeline. That could be a visitation from Madeline. What a weird thing to say to this guy.
Well, I don't know. Keep catching flickers of movement out of the corner of my eye, like just out of the periphery of my vision, like I'm seeing a bug move or something, and then I'll look over and there.
Okay.
So I don't know what the deal is with that.
Hey, Anna.
Maybe the isolation is starting to mess with me, or maybe just all the trauma and everything is just taking its toll.
I would imagine it has. It's taking its toll on everyone.
Yeah. Well, and she passed away.
What's up, Jay Ray?
I suffered a catastrophic mental breakdown at that point. I don't know if you know that.
Big Bird.
No, I did not.
Aw, did you hear that? Poor Steven.
you know, and she passed away. You know, I suffered a catastrophic mental breakdown at that point. I don't know if you know that. Me, or maybe just all the trauma and everything is just taking its toll.
All his trauma.
Okay.
So I don't know what the deal is with that. Maybe the isolation is starting to mess with me, or maybe just all the trauma and everything is just taking its toll.
I would imagine it has taken its toll on everyone.
Yeah. You know, and she passed away. You know, I suffered a catastrophic mental breakdown at that point. I don't know if you know that.
No, I did not.
And I was literally out of my mind when I was first booked into jail. I was hallucinating. I was hearing things and seeing things very badly, and it took me about a week to come out of that.
See, we got another nut job here. Yeah, he's like a forever whiner. That's just who he is. Like most people are like, "Hey, how you doing?" He's just like, "Hey, how you doing?" It's like some kind of shitty character. Character in a really bad movie.
I hope you're sharing all that with your attorneys.
I did, and the mental health people knew about it as well, because, you know, they're the ones that interview you when you come in, and like, you know, are you seeing anything, are you hearing anything? I was like, yes, you know, to both. I was hearing reverberating noises going through my cell into my head, and I would look at the doors, and it looked like the doors were breathing. And then it took me about a week to come out of that, and then
What's up,
it took
Fishy?
me another 3 weeks or so before I started to regain some lucidity in my mind and some clarity again. And it took me a while to come out of that. You guys, I don't think you guys knew that.
No, did not.
They're like, yeah, we weren't really concerned about you. We were more concerned about the small child that you sexually assaulted for a long period of time and then most likely murdered and dumped and threw away like trash. I think they were more focusing in on those details there, buddy.
Yeah, so I was not in my right mind after I found her.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's
I mean, I understand why, but
Fuck him.
a complete mental and emotional breakdown, and then
Aw.
everything that followed was kind of a result of that.
oh, well,
I wish I'd handled that passing a lot better, but I was not capable of rational thoughts or actions at that point. I literally was not in my right mind.
Okay, baby. Well, we know what we think happened, so it
Yep,
doesn't
that's
matter.
right, Anna.
Yeah.
Wait, what did she say?
Okay, baby. Well, we know what we think happened.
She said, "Okay, baby. We know what we think happened." It's
I wish
gross.
I'd handled that passing a lot better, but I was not capable of rational thoughts or actions at that point. I literally was not in my right mind.
Okay, baby. Well, we know what we think happened, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. It's hard to believe we're halfway through June already.
It is, isn't it?
May crept up slowly, and now June is
Hey,
just
thanks, Curious
flying
Contrarian.
by.
Whoops, you got a minute.
Yeah, this will probably be my last call tonight, but I'll call you back within the next couple of days.
Okay. Hopefully we'll have news about puppies by then.
I assume you might. You said there's going to be 8 of them?
Yes.
Okay.
Unless she's hidden them.
Well, I think it's safe to assume he gets his psychosis from his mother's side. Welcome in. Good to see you, Curious Contrarian, Dragon Keeper. Yeah, his mom's gross. I hope she's watching too. Yeah, I said it. You're gross. And I feel sorry for those puppies. Sure, buddy, sure. Heard that one before. He's like, no, 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 don't give me instructions. I already gave a good excuse. Don't troubleshoot it. Welcome in, mistress. What kind of puppies are we going to rehome? Yeah, they don't deserve those puppies. Your puppy privileges are revoked moving forward. Hey, caricature. It's safe to say he gets psychosis from his mother's side. Slicks. Yeah, it's hereditary for sure. She sounds crazy. But that's just my opinion. Hey, Diamonds. All right, you guys. Somebody needs to thank Diamonds because she just gave you a membership, which should be good for 30 days, I believe. Oh, so I guess I'm just not up to par, up to your standards. It's all good. I get it. I get it, bro. Channel's just not big enough for you. Hey, Jeanette. Unfortunately, that's just part of the deal that we were given. So that goes back to that free will. I think that's what breaks God's heart the most. Giving us the freedom to choose, and some of us are still choosing evil. But I believe that there is an evil force that is among us who kind of it's kind of about like a temptation. It wants to spoil your fun. Oh, see, now Curious Contrarian is just going to take full control over how we do our membership now. Okay. Now I see what's going on. He's like one of those guys that pulls up to a stop sign. Instead of just going when it's his turn, he's like, you go. I'm just going to go ahead and revoke all laws. There are no laws. I now own this intersection and I will determine who will go. You don't get to determine how you pay your fees, but I'll accept that. Just this one time. Curious Contrarian's on a power trip over here, just taking over the channel. The troll toll. That reminds me of Always Sunny. The troll toll. So, is that true that the CCTV footage she was kind of slumped over? That reminded me of the Summer Wells case a little bit. How about you guys? Now, apparently, this was taken the same day that she went missing, right? Obviously. Obviously. Yeah, it's a great show. Well, there you go. Does anybody know? Or is that just kind of like a rumor that was repeated so often it became a fact? Kind of like weapons of mass destruction over there in Iraq, huh? Now watch this drive. You guys ever watch Bowling for Columbine? What's the other one? Fahrenheit 9/11. Pretty good films. So apparently, in the CCTV footage, right, they could see that Madeline was kind of slumped over, I think. And that's why Steven Stearns originally said, oh, yeah, she was sleeping in the back seat. She does that all the time. I was like, where have I heard that before? I was like, in the Summer Wells case, there's that photo of her in the back seat apparently around 3 p.m. the day that she went missing. So I don't know if that's verified. So I guess we should probably figure that part out first, right? Stephanie says a couple hours before. The Summer Wells case is one of those cases that I feel like she could still be alive. You know, I don't get my intuition tells me that she may have been abducted by somebody that she knew, maybe, perhaps, is what I hope. But I don't know if that's just what I want to believe, you know? Caricature says that day because she picked up milk that day. Yeah, is she overheating? Did they leave her in the car or something? Jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams, but thermite does. And a quick shape charge. What's up, Charles? That I don't know. Mistress, years ago, you see that one student just died and they marked it as a homicide? What are you referring to, Mistress? Yeah, Michael Moore. I'm a fan of Michael Moore. I like his work. They were trying to figure out if she was alive in this picture. Mom said she was tired from swimming. Okay. Well, I mean, from the looks of it, the color would tell me that if she did pass away, it was very recent from when the photo was taken. Stephanie says bruised on the side of the head. I don't know. That could just be shadowing. The quality of this photo is not very good. It's pretty pixelated. Yeah, it could be bruising, but could also be some shadowing. And this, what might appear to be swelling, could very well just be, gravity pushing back her head kind of laying on the milk jug, and the milk jug's kind of pushing up the skin a little bit right here. CJK, that is Summer Wells. And if I remember correctly, she cut her hair because she wanted to be like the boys. But I don't know. Hopefully that's not like a sign of mania or something that was going on within the family, but seems harmless enough. Like, hey, you know, the boys, they don't want to hang out with me, you know. They're always afraid I'm going to get hurt. You know, I want to be more like the boys. You know, tomboy. Yep, still missing. And if she passed away, why would they be snapping a photograph? That doesn't make too much sense. What's up, Peggy? So I don't know. If I had to guess just off, you know, going off of what I see in the photo, I would say that she's living. Yeah, sometimes. The Alicia Navarro case out of Phoenix, she was alive. That's a really messed up case. She was groomed her entire life. And then when she was 18, the man who groomed her sent her over the Canadian border to declare that, hey, I'm no longer a missing person and I would like to apply for benefits, certain benefits. Maybe even a visa or something. She was alive. She was lured out of her home through Discord. She was found in Canada. You know how far that is from here? That's far as hell from Phoenix. Okay, this is some information for Mistress Summer Moon Utah Wells. That's her full name. Born on February 5th, 2016, disappeared on June 15th, 2021 from Rogersville, Tennessee, sparking a widespread search effort and capturing national attention. Summer was last seen at her family's home in the Beach Creek community of Hawkins County. According to reports, her parents had been doing some work at the property and had been in and out of the house that day. However, when they couldn't locate Summer, they reported her missing to the authorities. See if I have any videos here. Oh, yeah. This might help.
About details in the Summer Wells investigation. He hasn't done it yet until now. Her father is also showing us a path he claims, a little used path,
Welcome
he
in,
claims
Peggy.
a kidnapper used to abduct his daughter and then disappear without a trace.
Our Erica Lunsford walked that trail with Don Wells and sat face to face with Sheriff Ronnie Lawson in a WVLT exclusive interview.
Now 114 days after the little girl was reported missing. Erica, you've learned a lot. Tell us more.
That's right. Summer's father tells me he believes the trouble started at the basement door, a door he says her brothers often left unlocked and wide open.
And we'd get on them a lot, and so you can't do that, but it just, we'd always find it open a lot of times and stuff. And so we tried to control that, but to know, they couldn't control it 100% of the time.
Dawn Wells tells me Summer was last seen going to the basement to play with her toys. Her 3 older brothers upstairs, her mother and grandmother in the yard facing away from the basement door, and Dawn Wells at work.
We don't know if someone was waiting in the basement or if she come outside here and went to the swing. All we know is she went down the basement.
Wells says he believes someone was lurking at the top of the dog trail, just feet away from the basement door. He says the predator somehow managed to snatch Summer, then raced down the steep hill as she struggled.
I guess you guys want to walk down through here?
The trail was not an easy walk. To get down the rugged hill, Wells and I had to hold on to trees. I struggled not to trip or even fall on tree roots.
And you can slide a little bit.
So the dog
Congrats, Big Bird. Congrats.
came down this trail here.
Yeah.
It's pretty steep.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Diamonds.
I didn't know the dogs even had a trail down through here till the police dogs followed it all the way to the road.
Will says he overheard authorities say search dogs followed Summer's scent down the trail to the road before losing it. He painted a vivid picture of a kidnapping, telling me a neighbor likely heard Summer scream.
I think whoever grabbed her probably had her mouth covered, and I think she was gasping for air by the time she got down through here somewhere because our neighbor heard a scream, a really funny scream. I think they just carried her to a vehicle and threw her in there and took her somewhere.
I mean, that sounds likely. That's probably the most likely scenario. Considering that the dogs did track her scent down there. Honestly, she could have been playing around there. Somebody passing through saw her or pulled over to go to the restroom and just took the opportunity. That's usually how these predators are. They're kind of walking by and they see children who are playing alone, no adults, unattended. And that's when, the little mouse on the wheel, the little psychopathic mouse starts spinning on that wheel. And at that point, there's no turning back for them. It's almost like they don't know how. They make the decision and that's it. Yeah, because they live very close to that road. And all it takes is one chance encounter with the wrong person. Who's that? CJK. Yeah, I don't know the area well enough. But I mean, there's a road right there. Yeah, didn't we kind of figure that out when it came to Missy Beavers? I thought we kind of pinpointed what was the cause of death and everything. That's another strange case. All right, what else do I have? Looks like there was an update in the Idaho college murders. Let's take a look at that. This has got to be the creepiest photo. All right, trigger warning. I know a lot of the girls out there are gushing over this right now, but eesh. The hell? Looks like he glued some microphone covers or like some Velcro or something, like cat fur. Dark side. Gushing. We got some gushers out there already, guys. Sweets, it's super creepy. Y'all girls that love him are whacked. Hell yeah, they're whacked. Look at him. He looks like a vampire. A bushy eyebrowed vampire. Christopher, good to see you. Oh man. I need to close that out. All right, so the selfie. This is pretty much part one of two pieces of news released. Prosecutors have introduced a selfie allegedly taken by Koberger at 10:31 a.m. on November 13th, 2022, approximately 6 hours after the killings of Ethan Chafin, Zaina Kernodle, Madison Mogan, and Kaylee Goncalves. The photo released in court filings on March 19th, 2025, shows Koberger smiling and giving a thumbs up in what appears to be a bathroom wearing a white button-down shirt and earbuds. He's probably listening to some death metal. Remember, he said he likes death metal. I do too. But I could see a psychopath listening to like death metal or something, you know. But maybe that's what a normal person thinks. Like, oh yeah, death metal. We'll listen to that during a rampage, but really they might be listening to like some old school Madonna or something, some classical music or something. The prosecution intends to use this image at his trial, scheduled for August 11th, 2025, to corroborate a surviving roommate's description of the intruder she encountered that night. Remember, Dylan said that he had bushy eyebrows. Like, she's been steadfast on that, right? Her story has not diverted. She said, forget all the other stuff. All I know is the dude had bushy eyebrows. Forget everything. The only thing I truly remember is the eyebrows. And look at that shit. Looks like two squirrels are like climbing over his head. Damn squirrel's nest. And why is he so pale? Wonder if he has any injuries to the hand. I don't know what that is. Maybe a ring? He's got something going on here. Could be pixelation. Damn squirrel's nest. Yep. Steve Buscemi eyes. Screams weed eater, more like weed whacker. You fucking weed whacker for that shit. Right? Doesn't that look like squirrels? His big bushy tail. Like, damn. That's got to be photoshopped. Yeah, this should be after the murder. Here, let me go back to my notes. 10:31 a.m. 6 hours after the killings. Roommate Dylan Mortensen described the suspect as a tall, masked man with bushy eyebrows. Prosecutors argue the selfie taken shortly after the murders could help the jury determine if Koberger matches the description, particularly focusing on his eyebrows. The defense, however, contends that Mortensen's testimony is unreliable due to her intoxication that night and has sought to exclude her bushy eyebrows description, claiming it is too vague to be evidentiary. Prosecutors counter that Mortensen is a credible witness and that the selfie's relevance lies in its timing and Koberger's appearance, leaving the eyebrow question for the jury to decide. Squirrels, guy, my guy. That's what the jury's going to say. You have fucking squirrels on your face. Like, look, he's got some distance over here. It's protruding. She's like, look, Your Honor. This is Dylan on the stand. Look, Your Honor. You can't miss those squirrels, all right? Dude has the world's bushiest eyebrows. Nobody can forget that. Yes, I was shit-faced. But look, that's all I could see. They were touching me. I was 3 feet away from him, and his eyebrows were poking me in the face. Pretty sure they're alive. That should be his defense. My eyebrows made me do it. They're evil. Okay, what else? Oh yeah, the Amazon purchase. Yeah, I haven't even gotten to the best part yet. All right, court documents filed on March 19th, 2025 also reveal Kohlberger's Amazon shopping history uncovered via a search warrant. Prosecutors allege that in March 2022, 8 months before the murders, Kohlberger purchased a K-bar military-style knife, a sheath, and a sharpener. This is significant because a K-bar sheath was found next to one of the murder victims. So his defense is going to be that somebody planted the sheath there. I don't know how he's going to make this work. I mean, it does fit, right? Hey, somebody stole my knife. So I went and I had to buy another one. What's the big deal? I don't understand why that makes him look more guilty. If anything, it's going to support his story. Like, yeah, I went and bought a new knife. Mine was missing. So I don't think that's a good one. And does he have the new knife? And I'm assuming the old one's gone. But right, if somebody took his knife, the killer took his knife, right? My knife is gone. It's missing. I no longer have my K-bar, right? Somebody took it and used it in a quadruple homicide. So therefore, I need to go back on Amazon and order a new one. I need a Brazilian. That ain't gonna work, man. That ain't gonna work. You need some sheep shears for that shit. Well, that's his case, right? And the reason they're going for that defense is because it all lines up. The prosecution's going to be like, look, jury, he went on Amazon and he bought the same knife, the exact same knife. The defense is going to get up there and say, well, yeah, because somebody stole his other one. Whatever the knife that was used in the murder was taken from him. That's why he went on Amazon and purchased a replacement. It lines up. They might even try to slide in like some new discovery, like, oh, well, who could have taken the knife sheath? Well, through our investigation, we discovered that so and so had access to the knife sheath and has a nexus to the victims and the crime scene. That could play out. That could play out. I mean, it fits, but it's not likely. You know, it's one of those things. Will the jury buy it? But the big question of this, what they call breaking information, is why did he make the Amazon purchase so quickly? Their narrative is that he wanted to appear like he's always had the knife. Like, hey, look, I have my sheath and I have my knife. Look. See, not the guy. Wasn't me. Jammer, you talking about hybristophilia? Oh yeah, it's rampant. It's running rampant. Here, I even have a folder on it. Let's take a look. Hybristophilia. This shit is crazy. Ted Bundy, during a murder trial, he asked this woman to marry him, and he was able to father a child behind bars. I don't know if it was some kind of a conjugal visit or if a guard was looking away. I don't know how that's even possible. But that shouldn't be allowed. He proposed to her during his murder trial. What does she see in him? You've got Steve Buscemi eyes. Now, here's another nut job. What could she possibly see in this guy? Hey, Miracle. I'm really into his education. He's really going places. Look at these freaks. Reminds me of the Delphi community. I don't know if it would be considered a robbery, Charles. Maybe maybe he says, well, I went to the gym, or I don't know, I don't know when I lost it. All I know is that I went looking for it and it was gone. So I went to Amazon and purchased another one. He's so accomplished. That must be what the girls are attracted to. He's such a good student. Could have been a valedictorian. Charles Manson. I think the Beach Boys, right? and then they remade it. Maybe. Hi, Bristophilia. Charlie Manson. I love Charlie Manson. Oh, Lord. Helter Skelter. Oh, almost forgot one. The Menendez brother. He's just so handsome. All right. Why are some women sexually attracted to serial killers? Why do you think women fall for serial killers? There is no one size fits all response. The reasons may be one or more of the following. Number one, the not so uncommon desire for the bad boy, particularly with more immature females. Number two, attraction to deviance, which can trigger in the brain the release of the neurotransmitter norepinephrine, which itself increases aerosol and attention. In other words, the deviance of the relationship can be felt positively. Ooh, they get off on that. It's exciting. Seeking fame, seeking a safe and controlling relationship with a serial killer. Like, maybe if I marry him, he won't murder me. He'll have pity on me. Mental instability. Now we're getting somewhere. Feeling of being special in that he chose her of all the women seeking him. An evolutionary psychologist would say that the male's aggression is an attractive quality to women as a means of survival against attackers. Right? Can't beat him, join him. Beauty and the Beast. I'll just marry the monster and he'll kill everybody but me. The novelty of it, an attention getter, potentially financial in terms of selling the story or the killer's memorabilia through likely infrequent as an explanation. Fascination with wanting to understand darkness. Ooh. With these men often posing as something of a mystery and enigmatic. At the same time, photos of them in the courtroom and in prison often don't show them to be frightening. No, they're actually like, they seem more pathetic. Danny Trejo was locked up with Charles Manson, and he said he was just a puny little guy, but that he could like hypnotize them. Any drug that they had done in the past, he could hypnotize them and get them high on it. And I'm sure he learned that from his time with the CIA, that MK Ultra shit. But I digress. Peggy says daddy issues. I'm sure that's the root cause. Let's see. Should we go to the Delphi stuff? I think you guys are struggling hearing all this stuff, so I don't know if I'm going to spend too much time on it. Yeah, maybe we'll save that for another time. What time is it? Let's go to this crazy shit. Okay, so wild news theories have emerged after scientists claim to have discovered a vast city 6,500 feet below the pyramids of Giza. You guys heard about this? Well, this is what the scientists put together. This is kind of their interpretation of what the data is telling them, and they made a 3D model of what they believe to be beneath the Great Pyramid.
Briefly summarized, these findings allowed us to construct.
So this is the 3D model they put together. Notice the outline of the actual pyramid right here. And these are their discoveries. And they've got them numbered here. And whatever this is down here are like the size of skyscrapers, if not bigger. They're thousands and thousands of feet deep.
Briefly summarized, these findings allowed us to construct a 3D model of the entire complex. The examination of dozens of tomographical images obtained from different angles using Capella space and Umbra radars enabled a 3D reconstruction of most of the objects inside the Pyramid of Khafre. Below, we present some images from our 3D analysis. The analysis of the structures above Belzoni's chamber are intensely colored spots which can be observed appearing in all tomographic images taken from different angles corresponding to the internal artificial structures.
Okay. So this is the data that they're getting back. This is what they're seeing from their machines, their computers, and basically they're shooting these images from space. And it's from NASA, I believe. But from this information, they're getting this. So I don't know how accurate that is, but it is fucking massive, whatever it is. But I don't know if I'd go that far. Like some kind of power plant or something. Analysis of the structures above Belzoni's chamber. Intensely colored spots can be observed appearing in all tomographic images taken from different angles corresponding to internal artificial structures. This is like ground penetrating. I don't know. This kind of gives more evidence to like a great flood. But yeah, I thought I would share that with you guys. Kind of crazy. The story doesn't math at all. SAR scanning around the pyramid. Yep. Maybe they'll just say, screw it, let's dig it up. Imagine what they'll find down there. Oh no, he wasn't like part of the CIA. They were just using him. They were doing experiments on him and shit. Teaching him about mind control, and it's all that Holly weird shit. That's a whole nother rabbit hole. Yeah, that's a good question. What the hell is it? All right, so let me pull up something. I was working on Libby's video. I was doing a little bit of an analysis on it. And I'll show you some of the things that I found. I showed it to the members of my channel. Some of them, they were 50-50. Some couldn't really hear it. And then I released it on my channel to the public, and you guys were 50-50. So maybe if we just go live and try to do it in real time, maybe it'll be better that way. Okay, so up top here, you have all of the audio from Libby's video, the 43 seconds right here. This is everything. Now I'm going to show you guys a few different parts. I think I might start at the beginning. So let's do this. And I'll try to turn it up so you can hear it. Okay, now through my headphones, I can hear it clear as day. But you guys are going to struggle with it. Okay, there's a man's voice right here. It says yes. So I'll mark it on the screen. That way you can try your best to kind of hear it. So right here. Sorry about that. Did you hear it? Whoops. Here, let's try that. Let's see if that helps. Did you guys hear that? You can hear it clear as day. I'm sure you guys are struggling. But if you put on some headphones, you can probably hear it. So it's a little bit before you can hear Abby say, "Is he right? Is he right there?" So probably about a full 2 seconds before that. Now this other part is right here. So I'll just play the whole thing.
See, this is the path.
Did you guys hear that? This shit's crazy right here.
See, this is the path. See, this is the path. See, this is the.
Can you guys hear that? It says, "You go first." So you have a man's voice who doesn't appear to, I mean, I can't really tell where the voice is coming from. Here, I'll play it again.
See, this is the path.
And what's crazy is when you hear the male's voice go, "You go first," it sounds like Abby's talking to him. Like when she's on the bridge, like, "Get away from the back of me," or it's almost like she's talking to him.
See, this is the.
So she said something like, I can't really make out what she's saying. And then as soon as she says something, you hear, "You go first." And it even makes Libby kind of respond to it.
See, this is the path. the path.
See, and she's like, "This is the path." And then right as he says, "You go first," she kind of slows down and says that we go down. Like it got her attention. Like she was interrupted in the middle of her sentence by it. Like, here's the trail that, and then she hears, "You go first," and then she finishes her sentence, "that we go down."
See, this is the path that we go down.
But anyway, I don't know. That's pretty much all I had for you guys. We can hang in. We can hang out in the chat here a few more minutes here if you want to. But I do recommend go when you listen to those videos, use headphones. That way you can turn it up. Everything's fine tuned for headphones. So if you're struggling, you should be. Yeah, I'm not talking about the female voice. Yeah, it sounds like she could be crying. Cindy says, "I think it is likely they did not want to go back across the bridge. Men are not after them." Exactly, Cindy. That's why they're saying, "Hey, we can't go that way. We got to go down this path." And when they were walking, they were probably talking like, "Hey, what do we do?" You know, before they got all the way to the end. Like, here comes that guy. Well, we got to get out of here. Here, we'll cross here, and then we'll figure out a way to get out of here. They can't go across the bridge. You know, this guy's coming right at them. So that could explain why she's like, "Well, we can go down this way." Thank you, mistress. I appreciate that. That's funny. I don't know what it is. I can just hear right at the beginning of the video, you can hear a man's voice that says, "Yes." Clear as day. Yes. And then you can hear another man's voice in the distance. This one is much further away. And it sounds like it's the bridge guy. It sounds like Richard Allen is saying, "You go first." I just wish I could understand what the hell it was that Abby was saying. Thank you, TJ. Yeah, before we get out of here, thank you guys. Big shout out to all our sponsors for today's live stream. Curious Contrarian, Diamonds, thank you. Curious Contrarian, Mistress of Wine, and TJ. Very generous of you guys. Thank you. I appreciate that. So yeah, if you guys are struggling and hearing that at all, like I said, I put the videos out. That way you can put your headphones on and you can mess with the volume. And, you know, you guys decide. To me, it's clear as day. Thank you, sweets. Love you too. Love you guys. I appreciate all your help. Have a great night, Jeanette. All right, guys, that's going to do it. Special thanks to all our sponsors today and all of you who continue to donate to the Cash App, the Venmo, the Zelle, Those of you who have chosen to become members of the channel, thank you so much. All you subscribers, and even the replay crew. Even though you were late to the party, we still want to hear what you have to say. So drop a comment and let us know what you thought. It was kind of all over the place, but those are some of the things that I've been looking into over the past 2 days and wanted to jump on here and share it with you. So you guys take care of yourselves. I'm sure I'll see you again very soon. Peace.